Howdy folks, today we're here again with another Pro Tour deck from Pro Tour March of the Machines. This time, blue-white Atraxa. This deck built by Non-Thancorn, and their last name is Cassidaporn. So Non-Thancorn, Cassidaporn built this deck. He and another player played the deck. Non-Thancorn played this deck to actually 7 wins and a tie at the Pro Tour, which is a fantastic record. 7 wins against really elite pro level competition is very, very good. And he, did it with this deck that you see in front of me here, which is about as close as you can get to a true control deck in current standard, with the Make Disappear, the Dissipate as your counter spell suite, Lay Down Arms, Lay Down Binding is your removal suite. Wandering Emperor you could also throw in there. The most interesting part of this deck, though, is the Alabaster Host Intercessor. And you're like, what? This is a random common from the new set? Yeah, it's a 6-mana 3/4 that when it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Alabaster Host Intercessor leaves the battlefield. And that doesn't really seem great. 6 mana for like a Brutal Cathar? But the real kicker is the plane cycling ability. So you can pay 2 and discard this card, search your library for a plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. And boy, do we have some good plains cards. So we have Rafine's Tower, Jetmir's Garden, Spar's Headquarters. So whatever land you're needing for the current time to help with your leyline bindings, or whatever you need to cast Atraxa, your Alabaster Host Intercessor plane cycling can probably get you those lands, which is very, very cool, and why I really like this card's inclusion in the deck. And also, if you're not plane cycling it, is it is a 6-mana creature that is okay, I guess. Like you can play it. So I think those two combinations, helped Thancorn here find some success with the deck. Of course, you do have Sunfall, just a great sweeper in this format. Exile is extremely relevant against a lot of decks, so it's really nice to have that in the pocket here. And you also have Atraxa, which is about the best finisher you can find, and it's just honestly played as a regular finisher here. I think you have the Invasion of New Phyrexia as sort of a way to win the game late, but also an extra card type you can find off of the Atraxa, which is pretty cool. Pretty excited to try this deck, see if just a hard control deck can compete in best of 1 standard. So let's get right into it. Oh, alright, opponent's going first. This is a really slow hand with some plane cycling attached. I guess we'll try to get to the Sunfall, maybe. Hopeful Initiate. Okay. Or it's Headquarters time. This is just soldiers. Humans. Okay, interesting. This would give me green and red. So wouldn't quite give me all the colors I need. So do I want to play this Jetmir's Garden now? And Lay Down Arms? This Vanguard? Probably, I think. In the next turn, I can choose the Leyline Binding or Plane Cycle. Really just trying to wait until we can get this Sunfall cast. Okay, gonna be a little bit longer for this Sunfall to get cast now. Interesting to see what they'll take. Take the Leyline Bindings can be a while. I guess they'll take this Sunfall. Took the Leyline Binding, okay. Alrighty, we'll pass the turn here. They have another one? Is that why they would play it like that? If train's up, that's fine. Officer, can't do anything about that. Alright, time to do some plane cycling. Okay, so Jetmir's Garden. I think we want our Fiend's Tower. Get black mana in here. That way we can cast this Leyline Binding, also have the Sunfall for next turn, or keep them Make Disappear up. Some pretty good options for us. Adeline. So they're just playing right into this Sunfall. So let's say we don't have any... So we don't cast anything here. Opponent attacks us for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the creature. Yeah, I just don't know that that's sustainable. Do I want to tap out here or use the Leyline Binding? I think I want to just cast this Make Disappear into this. That way I can keep the Leyline Binding as a 1 mana removal spell down the line once this process or Peacekeeper is gone. Okay, Sunfall time. But opponent knew that was coming. We have this Leyline Binding and Dissipate and flip this if we want another Initiate. Okay. Yeah, I think we just want to keep everything up and pass. Opponent didn't have any Resolute Reinforcements there. I think a 2/1's fine. Yep, I think 2/1's fine. Alright, let's activate this. I think I want to get a land as well. I think it can be a tapped land. I think another... So we have green, white, blue, black. I think we're good. I guess we could just get an untapped land. Just Sunfall just in case. Another binding, sure. And we'll pass a turn. Maybe try to get our opponent to extend into another Sunfall. Lay down arms. Alright, let's counter that. Do they want to attack into it? It's like they do. I will block here. Play this Leyline Binding on the Thalia. This way we get to eat that 2/3 for free, essentially. And yeah, okay, they do decide to wrap it up. Definitely an interesting deck from our opponent. Mono white soldiers, kind of, but alrighty. GG's. Alrighty, going first. I'll keep this. Spars headquarters into Bankbuster or lay down arms, depending on what our opponent's up to. Okay, looks like it will be Bankbuster time. Swamp go. We'll play this Xander's Lounge and go. Just plan on drawing with the Bankbuster. I know it's not a plane, so it's going to put us back behind in the lay down arms race, but we it's fine. But we went on the play, so we can be behind 1 planes and still get things like Sheldred on time. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and lay down arms this Flesh Scourger. Go ahead and exile that right now. Pass a turn. Have a Leyline Binding, draw the Bankbuster or Make Disappear up. Phyrexian Obliterator. Okay, let's draw. Don't think that's something we need to just worry about. We can just exile it with the lay down arms, I think. I think I'm fine with that, certainly. So let's go ahead and do that now. Exile the Obliterator. Pass the turn. Start bank busting, start maybe getting some attacks in. We'll counter a Invoke Despair if they have it. Trespasser, that's fine with us. Alright, let's draw the Bankbuster. Leyline Binding, sure. I want to kill my 1/1 here. It's possible. That's the play for them. Looks like it is, okay. Yep, that's fine with me. I think I'm going to Leyline Binding this Trespasser now. Target it. That's fine. Discard this Host Intercessor. Go to my turn. Another Jedmir's Garden. I think I will play that. Play a Wedding Announcement. Get my board growing that way. Pass the turn. And hope to still counter any invokes. I don't want to give them a Leyline Binding back. Well, I suppose that's fine. I suppose we could sacrifice the Wedding Announcement as well. Alright, go to my turn. Rafine's Tower. I think I can cycle the tower at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sunfall, sure. Let's pass the turn. Gonna lose another 1/1 to this life of Toshiro Umezawa, but that's okay. Counter this Invoke Despair. Go to my turn. Big Invasion. So I can cast this for 5. I think I'll do that. Nice thing is they're about to get bigger with the Wedding Announcement as well. I could flip this next turn, but I don't really think that really matters too much. I think we're just trying to kill our opponent here. Pass a turn. Another token. Have a huge board. Geeks' command doesn't quite clean anything up because these are 3/3s now. Invoke Despair. Okay. Well, I think I have to give back the Trespasser at this point. Even though it is a 4/4. Sure, can exile some stuff from our yard. Alright, pass the turn to us. Now we have this Wandering Emperor. I think we're just going to attack with everybody. Whatever they block, we'll give the Wandering Emperor plus.
Feel the energy of battle. I have got new moves.
Eat that up. Go to 11, pass the turn. I guess I should attack with a Bank Buster too. Got 1 more point of damage in. Alright, do they have another Invoke Despair? Gix's Command. Okay, sure. Nothing crazy there. Go for the throw to creature, that's fine as well. Taxing Wandering Emperor doesn't have Vigilance. I think I'm just gonna Leyline Binding this and they should be dead in the crackback. Good game. We can plus one of the tokens. Swinging for 7 and crew the Bank Buster, that would be 9. Or 11, I mean, exactly their life total, and GG's. All right, really slow hand from us, but we'll try it. Their opponent's on mono red. I just always feel like I have my slowest hands against mono red. Like, this is probably the slowest hand we've queued up with today, and mono red's staring at me from the other side. Double Swift Spear start. They have a play with fire too? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, give me that. Hopefully we can hit some more removal or something. I mean, I wanted to do something before this Wandering Emperor. I mean, if my opponent's not going to do anything, that'll play into our favor. Untap land here, give us a Wandering Emperor availability, which would be pretty cool. Alright, now it's going to be squee time or something since they have been waiting. Mechanized Warfare, that's also pretty good. We have a Leyline Binding for that. Okay. We can Leyline Binding the Warfare and draw with the Bank Buster. I like this. Let's see what my opponent does here. It's Chandra Dressed to Kill. Okay.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno.
Let's get this Leyline Binding on this Mechanized Warfare out of here. So we just take 1 damage.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
All right, 2 3s coming in. Yep. Draw the Bank Buster. Another Wandering Emperor. Sure. Alrighty, guess we're passing. Keeping the Wandering Emperor up. We can exile a card or deal more damage to us. Alright, deals damage to us. 4 drop time.
This is a warning shot.
Urabrask. Okay. Alright, well, we're just going to, since we did that pre-combat, we're just going to put a 2-2 into play here.
I am the Emperor of Comic Gold. And
Block here.
watch for intruders.
And this does have First Strike, unfortunately. So what can we do? We can obviously Sunfall. That's not ideal. Man, maybe we should have exiled it for the life. Sunfalled and then minus. I'm not sure. Yeah, the creature there was maybe a little greedy. Opponent gets to use this Urabrask. They're probably going to go off. There's no way to make this Bankbuster have First Strike unless I give away both Wandering Emperors, which might be worth it, I guess. So let's do that, I suppose. Very easily smells of another Wandering Emperor. But our opponent is gonna take the bite.
Feel the energy of battle. Then guide it like what? We've got the
Pass the turn. Was not ideal by any means, but that's what we had to do to get there. I mean, they might have another Urabrask in hand, which they might just go for. We're down to 8.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
Thrill of Possibilities. Discards a Bloodfeather Phoenix. Okay. Kumano. Not an instant or sorcery.
This isn't
And they did find a mountain.
you think.
And then end the festivities. And they're going to get the Phoenix back. Okay.
Run if I
They gonna attack the Wandering Emperor? No. Yes.
I'll be back.
What to do? Would have been great if we could slam the Atraxa that turn. Doesn't look like that's gonna be in the cards though. I kind of feel like I've fumbled this game. I just don't know. If I had 2 more life, I'd be feeling a lot better position if I'd exiled that Swiss Spear with the Wandering Emperor. Okay, so we can't still kill the Chandra, unfortunately. We cannot play defense on the Bloodfeather Phoenix. So we'll attack the Chandra.
You want to dance? Then let's
And use this now to try to find blue. Oh, that's blue or whatever. Try to find a Lay Down Arms or something. Okay, there we go. Lay Down Arms and wedding announcements. Fine, I suppose. Gonna lay this down right now. All right, and now we have 2 potential blockers. Like, you know, only one at a time, but if they try to Lightning Strike our 3/3, we can just make it into a 4 or 5/5. Yep, opponent's got all the mana in the world.
You're lucky this
And the
is a warning
festivities. Okay. Down to 4. Do they have the Lightning Strike to finish this off?
shot.
Oh, they just have a straight up stoke the flames. Can't do anything about that. Yeah, if we had that 2 extra life, I think we'd potentially be winning this game, but alrighty. GG's. Alrighty, we're going first. No white mana, but we can find one with the Host Intercessor. I think we'll try it. Another slow hand that's probably gonna get punished by mono red, although I think we could have played that game better, but so it's always nice to see ways you can get better. Alright, pass the turn here. Pretty set on playing cycling. Zeus's many journeys, sure. Opponent's gonna do some ramping. Rockfall Vale, that's fine. We can find a Jetmir's Garden here, I think. Yeah, Jetmir's Garden for us. And Atakar Wastes. I think with that, I am actually going to keep up this. Dissipate this turn. So I can cash an invasion, or counter an invasion. They just jam it. I'll counter this too. Okay, so I can do this and then plan on deluging. We're gonna play the wedding announcement, but I think deluging's probably better here. Set our hand up for the future. Opponent's got 5 lands. We can start playing big stuff, and I guess if they have a Vorinclex, you could play it this turn. Invasion. Yeah, that's what we would love to have countered last turn. Opponent smartly played around what we had. So they can drop whatever their big spell is next turn. I guess I'll take... Another Deluge isn't bad. Probably the lands. So I'll hopefully be sweeping the board anyway. Yeah, I think I'll pass the turn here. Double white up for next turn. See how this turn plays out. They can attack their invasion, which is a little unfortunate, but I don't really see a way out of that. Yep. Invasion coming down. So they basically have all the mana they need for anything anyway, so let's see what they can do now. Another invasion, sure. Discarded a Volcanic Spite. Alright, another Deluge. I would take Leyline Binding if I had untapped land for next turn, tap white for next turn, so I could Sunfall and that, but I don't have that, so it's unfortunate. Take this Host Intercessor, I suppose. They haven't shown me anything that can kill it. So I could take the Intercessor is just so slow. I think I probably just want another Sunfall and just try to really Sunfall away my opponent's board a few times. I guess I'll take these. Alrighty, Sunfall time. Jetmir's Garden, pass the turn. Opponent gonna do their worst. Probably gonna include an Atali. This is their big turn, yep. Hopefully they miss from us. Lay down arms, that's a miss, okay. And they got an Invasion of Kaldheim. And they exile the Topiary Stomper, sure. I'll cast it again. Yep, that means we'll just Sunfall it again. That's why we took a few of these, just to start really hammering their board. Yep, Sunfall it is. Pass a turn. If we can live one turn without our opponent resolving a big spell, we'll be able to keep up with Dissipate, which will be pretty nice. Cycles. There are a lot of these cycle effects in their deck. And whatever it is not good enough. Alright. I think I'll just leave with this whiting announcement, pass the turn, start trying to end the game. If they don't do anything, we can flip 2 incubates. That's fine. We don't care about that at all. And I don't think they really have anything at instant speed that we're too worried about, so we're going to just flip these both. Attack our opponent. Pass the turn. If they gain life, that's fine and dandy. 3 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. Okay, don't think we can counter things that aren't big spells at this point. Rockball Veil, okay. Alright, Wandering Emperor time. And they concede. Okay, yeah. We were just going to be very patient with our counter spells there and just only counter the things that matter. And that's why counter spells can be good in this format. And actual hard counter spells and dissipate instead of make disappear. Alrighty, GG's. Okay, opponent's going first. Start with this lay down arms, potentially. Sleeper, yep. We can lay that down next turn. So we're hoping they spend mana on it this turn. No. Bankbuster. Okay. I think we still have to spend this on the Evolved Sleeper. But probably just standard mono black over there. Don't love our matchup. It should be a matchup we should win, but I don't know. I just feel like our opponent has some ways to really punish us when they're on the play, like exactly stuff like this. Underdog last turn would have been a lot better for us than this Bankbuster. But I think they played the Bankbuster pretty smartly there. Another Sleeper, yikes. Okay. Suppose this is what I'm doing now. They have Sheldred add onto this. Okay. Some of the pressure's coming off, which is nice. Coming in, yep. Next turn we have the Wandering Emperor. Still very much in the back foot, though. Pass the turn. Pretty obvious Wandering Emperor from us, but not a lot our opponent can do about it. 3/3 time. I think we'll get rid of the Sleeper.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. My judgment is final.
And they'll just be able to draw the Bankbuster, yep. Just waiting for their Invoke at this point. They'll have a next turn, probably. Another Sleeper, sure. We have Dissipate, though. Alright, let's get our Samurai.
See you later.
Pass the turn.
We must protect the people.
They want to invoke us first. That's the big question. Get our 2/2 out of the way if they do that. Gix's command. Oh, we don't have the right mana to do this. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have the right mana to dissipate. It's gonna end up working out, I suppose. Gonna crew up the Bankbuster, sure. Get in here with the Wandering Emperor again. Go to the sleeper.
I hope you're ready to lose. I am almost sad to see you go.
Exile the underdog. Minus the Wandering Emperor.
Still have much to do.
And next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can't cast this Atraxa. We would need, so we have white, green, blue, black. We just need one more land. Okay. We need an untapped land to cast the Atraxa. Obviously, we have this Dissipate. I'm just going to go ahead and draw. Okay. Do they want to cast a spell? Flesh Gorger. Ugh, I don't know if we can counter that one. I think we need to counter a better spell down the line. Not going to pay a life here. Memory Deluge. Not in a great spot. We do have the untapped land. And I think I'm going to take here. Along with this. Man, I would love both of these. So if I actually just take both of these, I think I can play the Bank Buster and keep up Bank Buster and Leyline Binding if I would like. Pass the turn. Also have this. Well, I don't have the Dissipate up. No, that's right. Okay, they're gonna crew up. That's fine. Gonna attack with both. All right, let's draw here so we hit. Another Atraxa. I think we're dead here. Don't think there's much we can do to live. Gonna pay this life anyway, so might as well get my bindings worth. Yep. And now really the only way we win is our opponent has nothing in hand, but don't see that happening. Any kill spell will kill us next turn, because we're probably going to tap out for this Atraxa. Invoke here kills us. Corrupt kills us, yeah. Yeah, I think we need to be on the play that game to have a much better chance. Probably still dead, considering we drew 3 Jetmir's Gardens and didn't have a lot of blue and stuff going on, but I don't know. Tough game, GG's. Alrighty, on the draw again, unfortunately, but we have the Spars headquarters. So there's our opponent. We'll lead on the Rafine's Tower, actually. There's Esper Legends. No, could be a mirror match of some kind. Okay, they have all of these. Not a good sign for us. No counters in sight. Our opponents hit their mana perfectly. Archangel of Wrath. Sure. Pass the turn. Let's plan to Wandering Emperor that away. Invasion of Zendikar, that's fine. They're going to try to attack it. We'll Wandering Emperor it away. But a real scare is the Atali that's going to come next turn. This is our opponent's preferred matchup. Just, we do nothing, and then they ramp and kill us. So we have to find some ways out of this.
Run away. You'll be safer. My judgment is final.
I think I'm going to use this now. So the only thing I'm missing is red. So I have white, black, blue, green, missing mountain. Play this now. Got plus on the Wandering Emperor, actually. And yeah, opponent is about to do some not nice things to us. Yeah, like that. Okay. And I got an Atali. Yeah, this is going to be an uphill climb, certainly. But we'll try our best. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Leyline bindings, sure. Yep.
I guess that's it then.
Go to my turn. Good binding there. Atraxa here. I don't think it gets us anywhere though. Yet. I don't think we need to do that yet. Alright, pass the turn. See if they Atali first. Well, all the information we can before we commit this leyline binding. Are they attacking the invasion or us? Attacks us. Alright, I think we can take one hit here. Try to leverage this Sunfall as much as we can. Stomper, yep, that's fine. And they're gonna have a Wandering Emperor they're gonna keep up, probably. Alright, go to my turn. Alright, we'll just go to Sunfall here. One is, I think, navigated this well. If they had just slammed their Atali last turn, I think we'd have a lot better lines of play, but that's not what happened. Alright, pass the turn. Keep a couple leyline bindings up in this Bank Buster. Or in this transform, I mean. Yep, Wandering Emperor coming in.
You started this fight.
They plus will leyline binding it, I think. Nope, they minus, it's fine.
Let your blade do the talking.
Atali, let's see what they hit. Another Atali and a leyline binding, I think. That's what that was. Leyline binding, sure. And Atali, yep. Atali coming down first. And a lay down arms, sure thing. Archangel of Wrath, can't kick it though. Oh, you can kick it. Interesting. What does this read? You can cast? Okay, you can kick it. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, you can definitely kick it. Alright, flipping the battle, sure thing. Alright, we're really gonna need another Sunfall. Yep, Skyclave, that's fine. Leyline binding coming in. What do they want to hit? Okay, we'll transform this. They're not. Thought if you transformed it, it would cancel that out, but I guess that's not how it works. Okay.
I've got the edge in this fight.
Have another binding. Loses many journeys, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 7. Untapped land lets us Atraxa and keep up leyline binding. Didn't hit untapped land though. Could here. Yeah, gotta take the Attacar wastes, I think. So creature easy take, enchantment easy take, instant. Yeah, okay. We basically just have one take for everything. That's fine. Attacar wastes. And we don't have enough planes, so we think we'd have to keep this up right now. So I'll pass the turn. And the turn, discard 3 cards. Deluge, I think. Wedding announcement and headquarters. Alright, if our opponent is out of things to do, we might be fine. They can remove our Atraxa, so we're in trouble. But they might be out of stuff to do. It's possible. It's our only really chance to win here. Hope they're out of stuff to do. Leyline binding the Itali. Yep, first strike, that's fine. If they're just gonna get in with that, I'm happy.
Remember your training.
Okay, we'll certainly pay here. This, make sure that doesn't happen. So they have a binding for my Atraxa, and they have an ossification, which is pretty good, but we can get our Atraxa back at instant speed with a binding. Okay, so I can lay down arms. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 planes. So I can exile both of these. So I guess are gonna be my best hits. Play a Bank Buster and land a draw, and then Leyline binding back my Atraxa. But I don't really want to do that until my opponent is attacked and stuff. I think we're going to take the damage my opponent hits our way. So that way I can get an attack in with the Atraxa. And if they're going to plus, that's fine. One's at 44 life. Sheesh. Any big dino is a trouble for us. No fear here. We don't have Wandering. Wandering Emperor doesn't like help here. All right, we're at 3. Okay. Leyline binding coming in. The ossification. All right, Atraxa comes back. We have sorcery, creature, instant, lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we have time to draw here. Go to my turn. All right, attack the Wandering Emperor. Sweet, gain a big chunk of life. Pretty happy about that. And I think I want to just make a bunch of these here. Let's see, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know I could have flipped this, but I think it's better to kill the Wandering Emperor. And our opponent didn't really have anything scary to do last turn, so I think we're fine to tap out here. We can threaten that invasion for next turn. Opponent probably has to Wrath here if they want to establish board dominance again. Okay, yes, resolve this cycling. Ossification, sure. All right, we'll crew up. Another ossification, sure. We want to take our Bank Buster, that's pretty fine. Using a Bank Buster instead of something better. Sure thing. Block like this. So that way if they have a Wandering Emperor, it's not the end of the world. Can only save one of the creatures. Soul Link trades 2 here. Yep. Kind of expected that.
Now you've done it.
Gonna save the Stomper, I imagine. Yep, that's all fine.
I have got new moves to teach you.
So we could Atraxa, but I think, honestly, it's not bad to just Alabaster Host Intercessor here. Take the Topiary Stomper, and an opponent, they decide that they're out of the game. We have an Atraxa we could play. Our opponent has just run out of cards. That's amazing. That's not really a matchup I feel like we're totally, you know, based on the context of the game where we didn't do anything. Our opponent just ramped, did their thing, pulled ahead in the end there. Just used our Sunfall smartly and just tried to play pretty well. And yeah, I think we got rewarded. GG's. Let's hit the wrap up. Alrighty, and we're back here with Azorius control splash attack Atraxa endgame, and this deck, honestly, I think this is what you're going to want to do if you want blue-white control in standard. You're going to have to go something like this. I think the deck was really impressive. I think it's pretty well built. You have Lay on Arms and Leyline Binding as your sort of nice early game removal spells, along with all these tri-lands, so you can have some pretty nice starts, like a Spar's Headquarters into a Xander's Lounge, something like that. So you can have your Leyline Binding open. Pretty interesting, pretty cool stuff. I like everything that's gone on with this list. And well, honestly, we played it to some success. I'd say won maybe slightly more than we lost, but I believe in this deck. I think you can win with this deck on the ladder. I think you're going to really have to play pretty well to do pretty well. But I like this deck certainly more than the Incubate deck. Certainly more than the Incubate deck that we just played, and also the Dimir Toxic deck that we played from the Pro Tour. This deck also did better at the Pro Tour, so I think that makes sense. But I think this deck is certainly more powerful. Atraxa is very, very good. I think having a 1 of Invasion just to make a huge board is pretty valuable as well. I just think everything about this deck is pretty cool. I like the Alabaster Host Intercessor ability to kind of be a plane cycler, but also have some utility on the Brutal Cathar side, I guess you'll call it. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty impressed with this deck. If you want to play blue-white control, I know some people are blue-white control mages out there. I would try this deck. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I'd give this deck a thumbs up. And as always, until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.